the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
All right, Abusuyama menchiao ema wakwa babiem emfamra ye kasafoni so Nsem-Pii TV. Be the first to know. Yatina se say no na ensem a trendy o man Ghana mu the length and breadth ni aboru na de bia besom se kasebo ama wonso so wanya bi ati o bebi a wo bia na yenim sem se NPP4 ejina akono a January 31 2026 ombeto aba e de yi okandini a obelidi omu party no e de akọ abato a ebeto no 2028 enu nti ehu nipa ahodo enum a onkopeke forms year balloting ebehu say number 1 on Ohene Kennedy Akompreko Ejapon, former member of Asin South. Now for Asin Central rather. Now number 2 Dr. Brian Echampong, Abetifi South Member of Parliament. Number 3 the former Vice President Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia, His Excellency. Number 4 Dr. Yao Osei Educhum, the former Education Minister and then former Member of Parliament for Bosomtwe. Then number 5 Kwabena Ajayi Ejapon Engineer, the former General Secretary. I was a phobia picking the forms since I made you be added in two about Koso the length and breadth of the country. Our more tom a delegate no said the bear Ombenyomu enim adom na se emreni riedu se yekoto abana ombetimi ato abano ede ama omu nyina eno nti na balloting no ewo ho na yegidi se after say sa no mo we nyina course no a lot of polls na aba mountain so Musa Dankwa ede bi ba global info analytics ni nyina bebrebe na yehwe ebi favor different candidates, ebi favor different candidates. Now, but the latest one, abeto idra, the delegates are these aspirants, no, eko munchen eno makodi nkomo no. Ajia tum say, omu ena the most popular among the aspirants are umbe jina so ato abano edi amano eno ena abeto idra. Sa survey every president of APL. Alliance Publicity Lens omu ene this survey abeto ida omu development economist in University of Ghana Dr. George Donfe eda anon. Now abusuafo omu ne delegates mako 30,681 ene di nkomo 30,681. Now out of 30,681 emu 63.8 actually they have favored Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as their preferred candidate to lead the NPP into the 2028 general elections. Following closely is Honorable Kennedy Akompreko Ejapon, who received 28.9% support. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 63.8%. Honorable Kennedy Akompreko Ejapon enya 28.9%. Tosha Governor is very huge. Now, making him the second most popular contender among the party delegates. The other candidates include Dr. Brian Echampong, Kwabena Ajayi Ejapon, and then Osei Educhum. Osei Educhum enya 1.5%. Kwabena Ajayi Ejapon enya 1.2%. And then Dr. Brian Echampong enzo so enya 4.6%. Sa nsensem we ebeto edwa. Eno ode krata echirim say the data also indicates that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is leading in 14 out of the 16 regions. Wow. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is leading in 14 out of the 16 regions, with Honorable Kennedy Akompreko leading in the 2 remaining regions, that is Central Region and then Western North Region. And the 16 regions, the Greater Accra, the Western North, the Ashanti regions, northern part of Ghana, Savannah, Oti, Bono, Ahafo, any de keka kanu nyinara. 2 pe and Honorable Kennedy Akompreko Ejapon Ewini Ewo, which is Western North and then the Central region as usual. This result reflects the prevailing sentiment among NPP supporters, positioning Dr. Bawumia as the leading figure likely to secure the party's nomination for the January 31st presidential primaries and subsequently the 2028 general elections. His consistent popularity is attributed to his remarkably and general approach to his campaign. I will therefore underline his constant popularity. Constant. And into Drew baby, no Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia akasa ba wanti kyerɛ mu say. Now, say you share the length and breadth of this Ghana. Ni din ewo every village, every town, every city. Akwada or KG2 and they ubusa say who is the president and answer the former vice president or the vice president of Ghana. They will forget about Professor Jinana, then Umabudin Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Because she say no, when ya a lot of popularity ubia edi nimuno. The Gen Zs, the millennials, and then the Alpha ubia enimuno. Now, the poll's outcome is likely to influence the ongoing discussion and strategic planning within the NPP ahead of the upcoming internal primaries. Party officials and delegates alike will closely watch these results as they prepare for the crucial elections, emphasizing unity and rallying behind the preferred candidate to ensure victory. So Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia is commanding support in the poll may strengthen his bold and energize the party's campaign. Eno ene beto odwase na other camps no abusafo omu enhu de omu ye na afi atemdide right left center. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia eka de obeye odani trimupo edi onye politics of insult eno ka ho ena wageni a lot of popularity ewo NPP delegates mu. Ebusafo so we abada continue. Yeah, a free APL Africa Publicity Lens at the abetu edwa. HM said Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia is leading with 63.8%. Second, 28.9%, Honorable Kennedy Akompreko. But after all this, within the 16 regions, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia commanded 14 regions out of the 16 regions, with Central region and Western North belonging to Kennedy Akompreko and Japan. It was for your dear Kwakusi. Why? And I'm a cheater for. Why? And Obinia favor. Why? And a bit lead NPP Amanyokono enim coming 2028 elections are ever concerned. Your comments are welcomed.
Amanyokonu egu ahumwabwa so hwese afia esimu yebesimu ne de womo ebeto aba na omayi obi a wo be kura franka ede ama womo na sansemu enenam som Africa Policy Lens womo aye hwehwemu na hwehwemu a womo eyeye no womo ekiremu ese wo hwe anipa enum ya kyese womo ani abrese womo kura franka ama MPP Amanyokonu kane mampanyi abede che Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wono na wodi kan na eno enenam so ma director of research ya wada Africa Policy Lens ano Dr. Hayford Mensah ayirakwa na wakasa no se wo hwehwemu a wo yeye na ekire se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ewo 43.8% na ise wono enedi animu na duodi na chi onumonyamfo Kennedy Japan so enya 28.9% de woto aso aye onumonyamfo Brian Champon wono so enya 4.6% na fe wo etoato aso no onumonyamfo ya ose aduchum wono enya 1.5% na fe onumonyamfo Kwabena Japan so enya 1.2% na wo kyem se hwehwemu ni nyina ekire se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia edi animu.
Ofa oha emu aduasa miensa actually poor nwotwe 63.8%. Just one day osusu se eye owura Mahmood Bawumia ono na wode na akodwa so. Yo no free ho a owura Kennedy Hina Japan so na ni abre pa owodom a ofa nipa epese ono na etu franka mano Kesia nia aduonu enwotwe actually ponkron 28.9%. Na ni odi ho eye Brian Achampong ono so ofa onyaimu 4.6%. Efa kese no bia na ho odinjina kese pa ye apuye mantem Eastern region. Niaka eye owuraduchum ene ninua kwabna ejepon omunya 1.5 and 1.2% respectively.
Na Director of Research Wada Africa Policy Lens no Dr. Hayford Mensah and worker said Dr. Mahmood Bawumia wonu enya 63.8%. Na enwachi no enwa say wamu any 30,000 delegates wamu ewa MPP amanyoko enedi enkomo efa hwehwemu ehu.
And na yɛfrɛ mu baa ha na ne tie twam ane sɛ ɛyɛ akansia MPP amanyoko nipa atu wɔn asi wɔ sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔtu franka ɛmu sɛ nipa mmarima kantinka ɛnum ɛna atu wɔn asi wɔ sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔtu franka ɛde ma MPP ɔsono amanyoko na ɛno na bɛyɛ bosom mmiɛnsa ɛntam nie adwumakuo a yɛfrɛ yɛn Africa Policy Lens APL a yɛn botae baako ne sɛ yɛbɛboa ɔman kyekyereɛ yɛbɛboa ɛba amanyɔsɛm nso a yɛde nimdeɛ yewo beta amanyoku ahoro achi na boa mo atumi ho nea enema tsifa eno na ye nhwehwemu ye ni nipa a wo ye delegates e wo MPP amanyoku no ma won no mo ye asi ahenefo emu baye empem aduasa ene akire atwetwe nkomo.
Na Director of Research Awada African Policy Lens Dr. Hayford Mensah Irakwa na yete ne ka yenu ajojo say ene di amani ebreye. Onsuafo hwe enyuma ni apedie ho nsem eso eye honorable Dr. Abdul Rashid Pelpuo wode ato emabuna mo Ghana fa na nyina enim se adwumaden de eye wo munyi wo munya adwumaden wo ma adwuna oboade ede ama wo no enye adwuma na ebre bia no wo mo empa bibi enye ekoba ne sa wo mo mfom ho nto aban so bebre so mo pa ban nyuma ye ansana wo mo nsa atumi akọ wo mo ano wode afutu semi atu edwa ebra na obi office complex for ano ede ama Elsayus Company Limited adwuma yi edi mfinhia aduasa e wa ahonidie ni ensiesie emui honorable Pepo echimo se Ghana enipa pipia nkoma bebre na na epe abanyuma ye enso se wo hwe mo nsa so bi so na wo mu esu abeso hap opepim be baako eni echire entina chese omanfo dodo na ntumi ntina se enhwen kan se aban na ebe mo nyuma ye o se yakoba nsa ebe ha adwen enti mabunu no nhwe so mbe konkan de o mbepe bibidi o nsa ye na atumi aboa wo mo o se yakoba nsa ebetumi aboa wo kasa na o chese entrepreneurs bebre e wo memo mabie bienuma na o munyuma no so etim ebi eni owura Archibald na yawda boating how ye kwanche for penya da Elsayus ano enti mabri enhwe na onsua bibipa emfamfri nenchen.
In Ghana, the biggest challenge we have is how to get people employed. The biggest challenge is that government is employing so many. Let me put it in another way. The country, Ghana, has a population of about 35 million people. We are employing in the public sector only a figure less than 1 million. That figure less than 1 million is taking about 47% of our total internal revenue. So I'm saying that the young people I'm speaking to today, make sure you commit yourself to service this nation. We are not in a hurry to finish Ghana. We want Ghana to be there for everybody. We want to make sure we leave a track for generations yet to come. Sorry for diverging into that, but it's important to tell the story that whether you are NDC or MPP, you have a responsibility in this country to keep the faith, to show love for this country.
Chief Executive Officer of Operations, our Youth Employment Agency, Ora Abubakar Abdul Kudu Sana, and Wobo Elsayus Company Limited, Abaso say, a banner hunidie, any NCC ma womajina womana sopa, ewo memo, na watch says onkoswa, no nyejumapa enfamwa, na emma hunidie enkoso ewo Ghana fanai enyina.
Let me also acknowledge the importance of the National Sanitation Day initiative introduced by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, which reminds us that a clean Ghana is a shared responsibility. Companies like Elsayus are essential in reviving and sustaining the national spirit of cleanliness and civic pride. The agency recognizes key initiatives in the sanitation space, and your services to Ghanaians remains a core pillar in the long journey of dealing with sanitation nationwide. Your sterling record in providing high-quality home and corporate cleaning services, including pre- and post-event cleaning services, is commendable, and we are open to any strategic partnership with you now or in the future.
Owura Archibald Nana Yaudako Boati ono ne kwanchira for paying now that El Sayus Company Limited ano wasebo woni aban ne beka bom no ahwe amahunidi akoso ewo mai emo.
Collaboration is a good aspect of sustainability. We all have our strengths, we all have our weaknesses. And just as my weakness may be your strength, your weakness also might be my strength. So in this collaboration that the Honorable Minister has enlightened, we are definitely positioned to join forces with the government so that we would use our expertise, being an internationally certified company, to also help the government in areas that we believe has been left uncatered for, so that we can close a gap and then build more sustainable environmental, campaigns that is going to improve our health and also improve the economy.
Owura Archibald Nana Yaudako Boati kwanchira for paying now that El Sayus Company Limited ano ena yetini name Clinton akwesiamu wako amanebo eni. Ghana Journalists Association President Onumonyamfo Owura Albert Jumfo ena wade adesrede eto ensentrofo a womo ewo mawe mu ene adehia womo ewo asante mantemu ese GJA womo awosa eba beba so afiwe mu ede no ebekoso ewo menhia ahemfie nyame eya atomu a November boso mene de toso enwoche enti womo efre adofo nyina asa womrase na wose wei ene di kan kra ya GJA womo ede womo awards jumadi ede kopie mu awasante mantemu na no ene se asante hene otumfo ose tutu autosu emienu wono ena dwumadie no esi enenan so na opeyikase a wo ato nsa de afre no eye Ghana mampanyi na bra onumonyamfo Albert Kwabena Dwumfo akasa yenti afofra oka eto aso
de ma edan soronko kra ne se mfie be se eduenu enkron eye 29 years ni a ya ye awards ya ye dwumadi wa krasa edu bebi no amanfo se Gigi Awards the Accra centric yes yen fan ko bebi ade bi ankran na iti de ma na ye edan soronko no se afie ye de ba Kumasi krodoma na Kumasi so ye de ba nya bebi afan ko se Kumasi akoma eye menhia bebi a amamre efri enti ye ba hade a ye ba na ye nso no ya ba be hwa ite se adehye otumfo tidwemu na ye mfofo etimu ayemfo akese ene sabi dignitaries penifo akese a omu na babete chinkudi omampeni anunti de ye kan se Kumasi fo mo nam sa akunye so mo so dwumadie mu waka isan se mo na ye ba mo na ase ti ye hwe se Kumasi fo mo beba in your numbers mo fa ne se we ye dwumadie kese a ye de ba mo na so.
Ghana Journalists Association panyipa wada ano meche GJ Yera Albert Kwabena Dwumfo ena yetene nka enua Samson Kwame Nyameche ena de amane ebreye abankra chipanyino wo achimansa mensi ewo poe mantam emo eye honorable Linda Ahenkra wodi an hobansam amomanfo ni nyina sa wo makwan asai na wo maka na edru nanim wo behwe no watu ho anamo wo se ne omanfo na no dem esansa akwan na ma ye den se emfudie kra betumi afi emfom aba edwaso ama omanfo anya bi ato na disi chese na wo ayi aban asutire ache enso de na aka ne se drip mfidie no aban ba ma wo nsa ka bie na wo de asiesie akwan na ma wo nenso wo hye omanfo ne boso munya abotre enche mensin asombeti asemde na wakwan nyina no wasiesie amawom
Asabidi was no more come no credit. And Sabidi a lot of atmansa communities.
The work can say a dina cheye, a wasn't penny fortune as Abia Wajune Akosono, Womudu Moboshe, so Eshe, a Yema a dino, it's me a fe, which him was as you Asia Bambo and some so, a Giatum says Medina was a Kenyano, na et me Jan and I so, na a binding uncrown crane, a becabum, ama a dino was ye, na a crabeshe, Sakobas will read dina, classrooms bewum, and Mia Bayer entity, training spaces, a fair Mia Bayer Institution research centers and Casa, and a bamboo media horon, a idea, will be na nam somewhat iti enimdifo bebre na e wo Ghana ene ebibiban emo wo chemo si dwumadi a wo bedie ene edan na obesisi awie no e yade a ebeboa pa.
The Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center has for years served as a beacon of academic excellence and professional training. Yet it is impossible to ignore the sight of the unaccomplished building complex, which has remained abandoned for far too long. Its incomplete state stands as a silent reminder of deferred promise. This government, under the leadership of President John Dramani Mahama, recognizes the strategic importance of this facility, not only as an educational space, but as a continental hub for research, dialogue, and capacity building in peace and security. I am informed that the Ministry of Defense has given approval for the abandoned project to be revived and completed through a robust public-private partnership. This decision reflects the government's firm belief that Ghana's peace and security infrastructure must not only be preserved, but strengthened to meet modern demands.
Acting Commandant Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center, Air Commodore David Ekron, where they are to just say, Adisuafo nso maji entity ewie ewo no, wo mu pie ba wo ma dwumedia wo die, ene wo entity a wo gi ye ni nyina, e homra oman no emfa so, na hawa hodo a em na oman na tese, esan ye kom ni entumi entu wana mo no, wo ba wo mfa ehumwaye emra.
Today marks the conclusion of an important chapter in your academic pursuit, but it must not be seen as the end of your academic endeavors. Today's event should rather mark the beginning of many graduations and excellence in the coming years. I encourage you to see this chapter as a stage marking the beginning of a new phase in your life, a stage where you'll be required to make original and innovative contributions to solving the many challenges and dilemmas facing our continent and the wider world.
Na co-founder Emma West African Network for Peace Building, Ora Emmanuel Bombande, and so co-graduation ase, and what the air to justice Sabria addition for identity no, one more a bar, one penny yema ensua, dear efa asum Jenny Bambo on some eho, and Koban Sabe Buapa a year on Jumedi emo.
Peace building, because of the nuances involved, invites us to always be curious. Never say that you have learned enough and you have acquired the academic degrees, but continue to be curious, engage in continuous learning, explore innovative strategies, be good at how in every situation you design a process before you engage, so that we can collectively enhance